Hey there, my crafty friends. It's Tammy Williams here with another episode of Paper Pumpkin. Every month, I unbox a paper pumpkin that I get in the mail. I subscribe to it, and you can too. And we go through what's in the contents of the box, and we make a few cards that come with all the ingredients in the box and following the instructions. And this month's paper pumpkin is called Special Delivery. It's the January 2026 paper pumpkin. And my name is Tammy Williams. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and my name of my business is TammyLovesStamping.com. So let's open the box and see what's inside. Isn't it beautiful? I just love how pretty it is. All these little flowers and things on it, and pink. Every now and then they paper pumpkin will decorate the box to match what's inside. So we've got a stamp set, which is typical. We always get at least one stamp set, and next month, I believe, or maybe it's the month after, we will be getting two stamp sets. I think it's the March one. We get two stamp sets every March to celebrate the anniversary of Paper Pumpkin. Anyway, this stamp set has some sentiments. It's got a little rose. It's got a little canceled stamp. So like a postage stamp where the post office cancels it. Let me see if I can put something underneath this so it'll show up a little better. Don't really have anything. Let's see if that'll work there. Is that better? So anyway, and then we've got a little circle here that says love, love, love all the way around in a circle. And it's got a heart in the middle. And then we've got some smaller hearts stamp. And then this one says airmail. So you can decorate your envelope. And this sentiment says sending love. What does that say? You brighten my day, just for you, and happy Valentines. So lots of fun stamps here. If they're photopolymer. And one tip I want to give you about photopolymer stamps when you get them is to wash them before you use them for the first time, because during the manufacturing process, some residue is left behind and you won't get a real clear, crisp stamped image if you don't clean them first and get that residue off before you use them. Then we get an ink spot. This little ink spot is Puppy Parade. And typically you get a different color every month. And so if you're new to stamping, this is a great way to build up your ink supply of different color inks, because you'll get a new one every month. These little ink spots are much smaller than the typical ink pad. Let me show you what a typical size looks like. So you can see it's much smaller, but it still works just fine. And so yeah, that came in the kit as well. And it always comes wrapped in beautiful tissue paper. So it's this beautiful little fun kit inside. Let me see if I can get it out here. And we'll save that tissue paper for some other purpose. Let me get our little box out of the way. And here we have our kit. And I'm getting some reflection. So let me open it up and get rid of that plastic wrap so we can get rid of the glare. These kits are great because they come with everything you need to make usually 9 cards. Even the envelopes are included. Get that out of there. All right, so here we have it. So you can see we're going to be making, there's still a little bit of glare, huh? All right, then we're going to be making 3 different cards, 3 each of 3 different designs. And we've got envelopes, 9 different envelopes. So 3 different designed envelopes too, to go with the 3 different design cards. So sometimes all 9 envelopes are the same design on them, but sometimes they coordinate with each individual design of the cards, if that makes sense. So anyway, so those are our instructions. We'll come back to those in a minute. What else do we have in here? Let me flip this back over. We have some tear and tape. You always get some type of adhesive in your paper pumpkin kit. Sometimes it's dimensionals, sometimes it's tear and tape, sometimes it's glue dots, sometimes a combination of them. So let me pull this open here. This tear and tape is wonderful. I use it all the time. You just tear off however much adhesive you need and put it down on your card layer, and then peel the backing off and attach it. So that's that. And then we've got some layers for our card bases. Here's one layer. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see, it's kind of getting a shadow there, but let me move this. There we go. Is that better? So they're in a postage stamp design. So right now, postage stamps, die cuts are all the rage. I'm seeing lots of cards out there with postage stamp dies. So these three will make 3 cards of one design. So we'll put those aside. And then these 3 here are a little bit bigger. And so that's going to be for one of our other card designs. So set those aside. And there's some more dimensionals I was telling you about. We have adhesive. These are double-sided adhesive. These are mini dimensionals. They're a little bit smaller than our regular size dimensionals for those small areas that need a smaller adhesive stamp instead of larger. And so we'll set those aside with our tear and tape. Here are our envelopes. So we got 3 of these. I think these are maybe basic beige. One way we can know for sure is if we look on the back of our instructions, it always tells us the coordinating colors. So for this kit, we have Blueberry Bushel, Bubble Bath, Darling Duckling, Garden Green, Mossy Meadow, and Poppy Parade and Gold. So I'm not really sure then what this is. It looks to me to be basic beige, but maybe it looks like there's a little bit of green in here. So maybe that green is the Mossy Meadow. Either the Mossy Meadow or the Garden Green. It looks almost like Mossy Meadow to me. Anyway, so got those 3 envelopes, and they are decorated on both front and back. And then you got a little area here to put your address to mail it. So that's kind of fun. So then we've got these Bubble Bath pink envelopes. Same thing. They got that little postage stamp design around it so that you can put your name and address in there of who you're sending the card to. And they're like a little checkered pattern. Very fun envelopes. And then our third set of envelopes are in the blue. And I'm thinking this is probably Blueberry Bushel maybe, but it seems a little light for Blueberry Bushel. But maybe the darker lines are the Blueberry Bushel. Yeah, I bet that's what it is. Yeah, so 3 of those kinds of envelopes. And then we've got our card base, which matches the envelope. So we've got these 3 pink card bases, and they come pre-scored. So you just, that little score line right there, you just fold it on that score line, and that's your card base. And then we'll be decorating in the front of that card base, and that will go coordinate with our pink envelope here that I showed you a minute ago. I don't know if you can see those checks on there or not. Hopefully you can. And then what else do we have? Oh, we got some postage stamp. Are these stickers or are they? Oh, no, they're just layers. These are so fun. How cool these are. Very cool. I love this one with the pink rose on it. So you just punch all those out. There's a blue one, a blue background with a pink flower. So pretty. And another little blue flowery pattern. Again, with the postage stamp design around it. And here we have a label. Lots of fun stuff. So just punch all that out. And we can throw this a piece away. And so we got another whole sheet of those. Oh, 2 more sheets of those. So let's set those over here for now. Then we have some 3 more card bases for another design, another of the 3 designs. And again, it is scored, so you can fold it in half like that. And then, ooh, this is pretty. Some gold, shimmery. How fun is that? And then these little flowers. Let's punch those out. Oh, I got 2 sheets of them. 3 sheets of them. This one, isn't that gold in the center? Isn't that pretty? With a little pink detailing. Put one of those over there. I'm gonna get a smaller one. This piece here, some type of layer that's going to go on one of the cards. We'll find out in a minute when we look at the instructions. We'll throw that piece away. And what else do we have? Got some more labels. Just this one. Kind of fun with the diagonal cut on either end. And then this one looks kind of like a when they cancel your stamp, you know, like at the post office, they'd stamp over your stamp. And then this one, it's just a white label with a little bit of pink striping at the top. Here we have our pink card bases. 3 of those. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful die cut, laser cut or whatever. You just pop those out. How pretty is that? And then we've got some leafy, viney stuff too. Pop that out. Looks like this will be one of the focal points on one of the cards. I just love paper pumpkin. It's so fun getting it in the mail every month and seeing what the designs are going to be, and it's always a little surprise. You kind of know what the theme is going to be. Like I knew that the title was going to be special delivery, and I knew it was going to be Valentines cards, but they surprise you with what the 3 designs are going to be. So you don't really know until you open it up. So it's a nice surprise every month. And there's 2 different ways that you can order the paper pumpkin. You can be a monthly subscriber and just pay as you go every month. And they take the money out on the 10th of the month, and then they ship you your paper pumpkin right after that. Or you can do what's called a prepaid. And with a prepaid subscription, you will you can order like a 3-month prepaid subscription or a 9-month prepaid subscription or a 12-month prepaid subscription, and just pay for it all at once and then start getting them in the mail every month. So then we have a piece of cardboard here, and what you can use this for is when you're stamping. When you're using photopolymer stamps, you need a little bit of a cushion underneath you so that to get a nice, clear, crisp stamped image. So we can use that for that. And then here is this is for, what I use this for is for storing my stamps once I'm done with my kit. And I usually store them in this little plastic bag that the tear and tape came in. And so I can just put my stamps right in there. And I just cut this little piece down to fit inside. So then I know exactly what is inside my little plastic bag, all the stamps that are inside. Isn't that fun? And another bonus too, when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin with me, I will send you a PDF tutorial as a bonus. I collaborate with a bunch of other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, and we use these stamps to create some alternative cards. And that way you can keep on using your stamps even after the kit is completed. All the cards in the kit are completed. You can use your stamps to make more cards with other supplies you have on hand. So that's a big bonus, that PDF tutorial with some sample cards and the instructions on how to make them. So that's a great bonus. All right, so let's find out how to make these cards. Oh, and another thing too is add-ons. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can get some dies as an add-on, and these dies will go with 3 months worth of Paper Pumpkin subscriptions. So these 3 dies, or this die here, goes with the January, February, and March Paper Pumpkin kits. They coordinate nicely. So like this postage stamp die coordinates with the January. And in either this beautiful, the word beautiful is either going to be February or March. And then these little tulips and, green leafy dies for the tulips will be one of the other months, either January or February or March. So you get 3 different sets of dies, one for each of the different months. So every quarter, a new add-on die comes out. That's good for 3 months. And you can also get refills, Paper Pumpkin refills, or past kits once you're a subscriber. So if you loved the January or the December Paper Pumpkin and they have refills for it, you can order those. And also, if you just subscribe in January and you want the December one and they have some December kits available, you can order the December kit and get that. So that's another bonus of being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. All right, let's get to making cards. So card number 1, these directions are really nice because, oh boy, what happened to my camera? I don't know why it went off. There, can you see? Oh, I'm sideways now. Hang on. I need to flip it. Okay, hang on. Technical difficulties. All right. Flip it. And then enter the studio. There we go. I don't know why it does that. I'm going to have to research why my phone runs out like that. All right, back to card making. Oh, you know what? I got to mute. Hang on. There we go. Get rid of that echo. All right, so like I was saying, the instructions have in the corner here which number card it is, number 1, number 2, and number 3. And it will walk you through step by step how to put the cards together, what pieces you need, and how you're going to stamp it. So for here, we're going to stamp the word Happy Valentines, and we're going to stamp this little circle that says love, love, love all the way around and a heart in the middle. And we're going to stamp this canceled postage stamp, and we're going to stamp on this piece here, this layer here. And then we're going to add some tear and tape to the back of this other layer and some little dimensionals on the back of the leaves and on the back of the flower, and some tear and tape on the back of the postage stamp looking layer, and put that other layer in gold on top of that, and then add our flower on top of that. So let's get cracking. And you know what? I have not cleaned my stamp set yet. So you're going to have to watch me clean my stamps first, because like I said, they have some residue on them and we need to get them nice and clean before we use them. So I'm using the Stampin' Scrub. This is the Stampin' Scrub that Stampin' Up sells in my online store. And one side is the wet side and one side is the dry side. And then I'm also using the Stampin' Mist. This Stampin' Mist is for cleaning your stamps, cleaning the ink off of them or cleaning the residue off of them. So I just squirt some of the Stampin' Mist on the one side that's wet, the wet side. And then I'm going to clean these stamps real good here. going to go on the other side and dry them. You want to make sure they're nice and dry because you don't want them wet when you put ink on them. All right, that should do it. We'll need that later to clean the ink off of them once we stamp them up. All right, so first we're going to need, which card base do we need? Let me see here. Oh, I guess that is the card base. No? The white card base, maybe? This is the pink one. All right, here we have the pink one. And we have the white one. And then we have the pink for the bubble bath that's got this plaid on it. So it looks like we want the plaid one. No, we want the white one, I guess. Yeah, so that's the pink, and that's the pink with the plaid. Okay. So we want this white one here. And then we want this piece here. Is that going to fit on top of there? It's not even going to fit on top of there. It's too big. Oh, I bet we put the card on top maybe. No, that's going to cover up the green if we do that. Well, I don't understand. Why is that so big? This looks like they're just using just this as the card itself without the white card base. But then why did they give us the white card base? Very interesting. All right, well, we're going to do it the way they say. So we've got this one here, and we're going to stamp with our love circle here. Peel that off the plastic, and I'm going to attach it to a acrylic block. When you first get your paper pumpkin, the very first one you get will have an acrylic block in it, similar to this one. But then subsequent months after that, you will not get another acrylic block, just the first one. So we're going to, instead of using the small Stampin' Spot, I'm going to use my big one. And we're going to ink that up. So just tap, 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 just to get it nice and inked up. You want to push it straight down and pull it straight up when you're tapping, because you don't want to get any ink on the block itself. And then it says we're going to put that down here in the corner. So down here, like so. And then when you're stamping, you want to press straight down. Don't wobble at the block. Don't wobble the acrylic block. You just press straight down and keep it nice and flat, because if you do have ink on your block, it's going to get on your card base. So then pull straight up, and that should do it. All right, so then I'm going to clean this off real quick. Peel that off my block and put it back on the plastic. And then we're going to do the little postage cancellation stamp. And let's ink that up too. Let's see which way is it going. It's going this way, it looks like. So I'm going to ink it up, tap, tap, tap a few times just to get nice and inked up. And then that's going to go right about here. So press straight down and pull straight up. Wonderful. It works great. I'm going to clean that real quick. And put that away right here. And then we we have a Happy Valentines to stamp on this little strip here that's got the pink stripes at the bottom. So that's this one, I believe. Yeah, Happy Valentines. I'm going to ink that up. And again, straight down and pull straight up. There we go. Clean that off. That away over here. I'm going to close up my ink because I think we're done inking things up now. I don't want to get anything in the ink. And next, we're supposed to take the gold piece like this and put some tear and tape on the back of it. There we go. You want to press it down nice and good because if you don't and you go to peel the backing off, you might peel the glue off with it. And so I've done that before and I had to go back and push it back down so that the glue stuck and only the backing came off. So there's one. There's the other. And then we're going to put that right in the center here. Okay, and now we want tear and tape on our sentiment, the Happy Valentines. We want glue dots, or not glue dots, we want dimensionals on the back of our flower. There. There. And there. And one there. Put one in the middle too. The picture doesn't call for one in the middle, but I like to put them in the middle so it doesn't sag in the middle. And then the little flower leaves and buds. Got some buds on the end there. We want to put some dimensionals on the back of that as well. Some Stampin' dimensionals. So we want one on this bud here. One on this bud here. And then one on each leaf. They're so dry. It's just something about being in Tucson and living in the desert. Your skin just dries out so quickly. I have to put lotion on practically every day. All right, I wonder if I can put one on that little bud too, so it doesn't show. Oh yeah, it's not going to show. Cool. All right, so now we're going to peel the backing off of the dimensionals. Some people use the take your pick tool, little pointy end of it, to peel these off, but I've tried it and it just doesn't seem to work very well for me, so I just use my fingernails. Peel the backing off of all of them. Okay, I think that's it. Extra one here. There we go. Get over there. And then we're going to position this. They've got it kind of going at an angle. Like so, I think. Down a little bit further because we don't want it to go off the top of the card. Oh, my tear and tape's sticking to me. There we go. And then press it down lightly. And then we want our little flower. Here it is. Peel the backs off of those dimensionals. Yeah, I had to go home to Minnesota for 10 days in January, the coldest month of the year, and we had the coldest temperatures of the year. I think one day it got down to -17. It's crazy cold. But anyway, I'm back in Tucson now, thank goodness, so I can be in the warmth once more. But yeah, this flower is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. How fun is that? And now we didn't put our Happy Valentines on there yet. We got to do that too. So I'll peel the backing off of the tearing tape for that. This goes right about here. There. Now it's done. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? All right, so that's one down. I want to see too what envelope this goes with. This is with the beige one. I want to see if this is going to fit because it's quite a bit bigger than the white card base, and I want to make sure it's going to fit in here. Oh yeah, it fits nice. Very good. Wonderful. All right, so we have card number 1 done. Set that aside and go on to card number 2. Card 2 is using this plaid, or checked, or whatever you want to call it, card base in Bubble Bath. And we need the other little layer, this piece here. It's going to go on there. And then we need the flowers. So we need one of these and one of these. Is that the same or is that different? That's a different one. Okay, so we have 2 different white flowers. So we're going to put those all together. And I don't think we need this piece yet. And let's see, what else do we need? We need to stamp our love on the circle, this circle here, sending love, and then US airmail at the top. So this looks like this is going to be a landscape card instead of a portrait one. So we're going to stamp airmail at the top, in the top right and bottom left corner. And then we're going to stamp on here our circle that says love on it as well. Okay, so let's do that first. Move this out of the way here. We've got our Poppy Parade ink here. We're going to ink up our stamp again. And this one is going to go down here. So wash that off. And then we need the other one that says sending love. I haven't used that one yet. And we're going to use this little label and put it right in the center. One thing nice about these photopolymer stamps is you can really tell if you've got enough ink on them or not because they're see-through. So if you see any spots that don't look inked up, you can just give it a little bit more ink, and that way you're good to go. Sending love. There, that one's done. Clean that off real quick. Oh, my stip came off. There we go. Put that there. And what else? I think that's all the stamping. Oh no, we got to stamp the airmail. That's this one. And it looks like we're stamping hearts below that. So let's do that. And we're stamping that on the card base. Get this layer out of the way. And if you have grid paper, it's real nice to see if your stamp is lined up using your grid paper. I'm going to try to line up my little hearts here, but they're sticking to my finger. There we go. These are going to go kind of off to the side underneath air, like so. It doesn't look quite straight to me. I'm going to test it on my grid paper just to see if it lines up or not. No, airmail is crooked. All right, that's what I thought. I'm going to try to straighten that out. So, and then my little box below it. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, now we're ready to stamp on our card base. We're going to put up in the upper right hand corner here, airmail, and then down in the lower corner as well. So, all right, how does that look? Pretty good, pretty good. All right, clean that off. And close up our ink so we don't get a mess anywhere. Our stamps back on our plastic. That. And now, what's next? All right, we stamped our love. We stamped sending love. We stamped airmail. I think that's all our stamping done. So now we can put our tear and tape on the back of our layer. So, and peel that off. Make sure we got it going the right way here. It's too bad the layer covers up the airmail stamp, but I don't know. That's the way I guess I should have moved it up a little bit more. And then we take our sending love and we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. Peel the backing off of those. And then we're going to put that right about here. Look at that. And then this flower here is going to be this one, I believe. We're going to pop that up with dimensionals. Let's see, which way should it go? Oh, it's going to go this way. And it's going to overlap our sending love a little bit, like so. And then we've got these two flowers to put on here. I gotta figure out which one goes where. I think this one goes here. Yep. like that. And which way does this one go? Let's see here. That way, that way, that way. Kind of spin it until you figure out that's the way it goes. Okay, I'm going to put some more dimensionals on that. Oh, that already came off. 2, 3. Peel the backing off. And we're almost done with card number 2. Just like that. How about that? Isn't that great? I love that gold in the center of the flowers. It just really adds so much to the card, doesn't it? All right, so that's our second card. And that one, let's see, which envelope does that one go with? Goes with the pink checkered one. Here it is. Put that over there. And then our third and final card. Oh, dimensionals here. Okay. It's card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. Oh man, this is going to be fun. Look at all the little postage stamps we're going to attach to this. Isn't that cool? Love it. All right, but first we're going to stamp the love circle again, and just for you, and the postage stamped, canceled stamp. What else do we need? We need our pink card base. And we need these little flowers. And we need this little label. All of these little postage thingies. And it looks like what they did is they just put dimensionals on the back of all of them first, and then laid them flat down, and then peeled the part in between off. But I already took them all apart. But I think I can do that with this one here, because you got 3 of them, one for each of the 3 cards. So let's do that. We'll first stamp here. We need this stamp here. Put that right in the middle here. And wash that off. And then this little label here needs just for you, I think. Yes, just for you. Center that on the label and lift straight up. Perfect. Wash that stamp. Got all the stamping. Oh no, we got the circle. Now where does the circle go? Oh, that goes over the top. Okay, so yeah, that's another reason why you don't take them apart until after you stamp, because it looks like they stamped it, and then when they peeled the middle part off, part of that stamp came off with it. So that's going to go, we want this one here, the love circle. It's going to go right in between these 2 stamps here. like that. Let's clean that one off. We've got a bunch of Stampin' Dimensionals to add to the back. But first, close up our ink. And Stampin' Dimensionals are going to go on the back of our label and on the back of our postage stamp designs. Looks like we're putting 3 on this one. 2 on the one below that. And we're putting 2 on this one. 2 on that one. 3 going across this way. 2 on this one. 2 on this one. All right. Now we're going to, oh, and then we got to put them on the back of this as well. Oh, this is going to have one up here, one over here, over here, over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like, yeah, just 4 dimensionals. Okay, cool. All right. I think we're ready to assemble our card. All right. So here is our card base. And first we're going to peel all the backing off of these. One of these days I'm going to figure out how to edit my videos so I can speed through this part so you don't have to watch me peel all these little backings off. But for now, I haven't learned how to do that quite yet. But it is on my list of things to learn. Comes off, and these 2 come off. So, all right, I think I got them all. Yep, okay, and then we're going to center that on our card base. And then we're going to peel this part off. Without peeling off the stamps. There. How fun is that? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, now we put the Just For You down at the bottom. Oh, I guess I should have moved it up a little higher. I'll know better for when I do the next one of this design, next 2, because you get 3 designs of each, 3 cards of each design. So my next one, I know I'll move it up a little higher so I have room for the Just For You. Make sure I get that straight. I am always putting things on crooked and having to redo it. And then we've got our little flowers here that go over the top of that. Peel the back off of those. That goes right about here somewhere. That. And then card number 3 is done. What do you think? And then that will go with our blue envelope. Love this blue. So pretty. Very fun. All right, so let's pull them all back in onto the camera here. This one and this one. Oh, no, that one goes this way. And then this one. Envelope. What do you think? Which one is your favorite? 1, 2, or 3? I love this rose. I think this one might be my favorite, but this one's a close second. I just really love all those postage stamp designs. What do you think? And I love the glitter. I love them all. It's so hard to pick a favorite. All right. Well, that's the fun thing about Paper Pumpkin is you just get to make these cards. And also there's a Facebook group called Paper Pumpkin Fan Club. And some people will make alternative cards using all the ingredients in the kit and some of their own supplies and come up with a different design completely than what Paper Pumpkin has come up with. And those are always fun to do too. So yeah, head to Paper Pumpkin Fan Club on Facebook, and that group can help you as well with some fun different designs if you want to try those as well. But that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. This is Tammy Williams with TammyLovesStamping.com. Make sure you head to my website and sign up for my newsletter if you haven't already. And you can also request a catalog. If you want a catalog from me, I will send it to you in the mail. So thanks again, and God bless.